host of the Gridiron.
Yeah, this might be partly the reason why what kept Saquon away from the Giants. Interesting. There's been obviously a lot of reports, right, out there as far as the safety of grass, right, compared to turf, and supposedly certain turfs are better than others and all that and everything. But I'll tell you what, if you ever listen to some of these players talk, I'll tell you what, boy, there's not one out there, I mean, that talks highly at all about MetLife Stadium, about the turf, MetLife Stadium. I mean, there's it was I think it was 2020. Was it 2020? Let me see. Check out 2020 New York Giants here. 2020 New York Giants. This is when they played this is when the San Francisco 49ers played back-to-back games at MetLife Stadium. They lost half their team in the first game when they played the Jets. Yeah. So I guess it was remember we lost the opening day game to the Steelers. I was like, oh my God. Daniel Jones, I can remember the game against the Steelers. Daniel Jones sprints out to his left. He's like looking, and he's looking. I can't remember the name of the Steeler who came and hit him. Ball flies up in the air, and Cameron Hayward intercepts it. We're down at like the 2-3 yard line, and Daniel Jones is pumping and looking, and the dude is running. He's like looking this way, and the dude's like right here, coming at him. Daniel Jones is looking and kind of like this, and the dude's running at him. I mean, he's got to see him, and Daniel Jones is still like holding. He's almost like waiting for the dude to hit him, and the ball pops up in the air, and Cameron Hayward, the defensive tackle, intercepts the ball in the air. It just anyway. Apparently, I guess the second week of the season, the 49ers came and they played the Jets at MetLife Stadium, and then I think they stayed around 36-9. That's what the score was. Oh my God, 36-9. But so the Giants played actually the 49ers beat the Jets in week 2 of the 2020 season. Then they stayed around and they played the Giants the following week in MetLife Stadium. And Nick Bosa got injured against the Jets. His season was over. The 49ers lost like 2 or 3 other guys for the season was over because of MetLife, the turf. Garoppolo was injured. So basically the 49ers had like a bunch of like 37 string players play the Giants, and they still beat the Giants. It was 36-9, I think I just said. We're playing like 315 string players against our starters, and we lost at home 36-9. But anyway, I mean, Mekhi Becton said the same thing. I think he said everything about the stadium stinks. I know Jason Kelsey. He says the turf is just horrible. Travis Kelsey says the same thing. I mean, there's nobody says anything good. I mean, remember Sterling Shepard? Remember a few years back, right? Maybe he was just running. The play was I was a run play. It was against the Cowboys, right? Remember that one? It was a run play or something, and he was just like jogging down. I mean, the play was like all the way on the other side of the field. He just jogging, and all of a sudden he just jumps up and just pulling it. He's old. His season's over. I say, what happened? It's just unbelievable. Now, do I had something up here? Nope. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Now, The last time, let's see, the Eagles. Well, actually, let me go this season here. All right, I just go to show you. Now, the Eagles play on grass. The Giants obviously play on turf, right? So now the Giants, I counted this. Let me count it again here just to make sure. That's 35, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, 40, 1 for 2, 50, 1, 2, 3. Giants had 57 guys, 57. And this is only in 17 games. Whoops. Okay, let me get this here. All right. 57 guys we had. All right, here we go. Go. In 17 games, having some type of injury designation. 57 guys the Giants had with an injury designation throughout the course of the 17 weeks. They also had, I forgot, it was 20. Let me count this again here. How many guys we had injured reserve? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Giants had 28 players on injury reserve. 28. 17 games throughout the course of the season. 28. 57 and 28. The Eagles, and this is when they played 4 more games. They played 21 games. The Eagles, let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 6, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 35, 37. The Eagles only had 37 guys. 37 guys all season long with injury designation. And 4 of those guys were the game against the Giants, like Saquon, Jalen Carter. I can't remember. There's 4 guys. The only injury designation that they had was the game against the Giants. They got put down as doubtful. They could have played. So as far as I'm concerned, those guys weren't even injured. They put some kind of bogus injury kind of thing in there, so I guess they didn't play. Right? If they needed that game, those players could have played. So really, to me, the Eagles played 21 games, only had 33 players, 33 with injury designation. Giants played 17 games, had 57 guys injured. And I said we had 28 on injury reserve? 28. How many do the Eagles have here? I know the Eagles obviously had far less than that. Let's see, we got to move it over here. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They had 17 guys. 17 guys on it, and they played 4 more games, and they had 11 less guys put on injury reserve than the Giants, and they played 4 more games. Yeah, that's this season. I mean, because once again, you have to be lucky with the injuries, right, to make it to the Super Bowl. If you're decimated, that's one of the reasons why the Lions, their defense was really decimated by injuries, totally decimated by injuries. But if we go back to another one of the things I want to look at is the other year that the Philadelphia Void Years, so I'm going to start calling them, won their Super Bowl. Was the 2017 season. All right, let's see what they got here. Injuries. They had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30. They had 31 guys injured. And that includes the Super Bowl. Then they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They had 12 guys on injury, 12 on injury reserve. Said like the injuries were like nothing. Now, if we go back to the Giants in 2017, let's see. I mean, also it was a horrible season for the Giants. I wonder how the Giants were injury. I mean, it just goes to show you. I mean, yeah. If you stay healthy, you give yourself a chance. If you get injured, same thing here. I mean, the Giants didn't make it to the playoffs. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55. We had like twice as many players on injury designations as the Eagles did. Twice as many. And we played 4 less games because the Eagles played with 3 less games. Because the Eagles went to the Super Bowl that year. Let's see, what did the Eagles play 3 or what was it? What did they play? They played 3. They played 3 more games. They played 3 more games, and we still had twice as many injuries. Now the Giants that season had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is 2017. This is the last time the Philadelphia Void Years won the Super Bowl. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 guys on injury reserve. 32 during the course of the season. I wonder if that's one of the reasons, right? Well, when Saquon Barkley got injured the one time against the Bears, that was on grass, right? So, but you kind of wondered if some of that had to do with the turf or not. Very, very interesting. But you'll notice, and it'll be the same thing next year, and the same thing after that, and the same thing after that, the same thing. How can you possibly think that it's going to get any better? You play on a crappy field, crappy turf. The Eagles play on grass. Every year, the Eagles have 20 to 30 less players injured. Every year, you have almost twice as many guys going on injury reserve. How can you possibly think next year we're going to get another 50 or 60 guys with injury designation? We're going to get another 25 to 30 guys on injury reserve. How do you think right? And meanwhile, they're playing on grass. I mean, because if you're with Philadelphia, they're guaranteed that more than half their games is on grass. With the Giants, they're guaranteed that more than half their games are played on turf. Every year. Every year. The Giants have like 20 more guys with injury designations than the Eagles. And the Eagles go to the playoffs every year. So the Eagles are playing 1, 2, 3 this year. 4 more games than the Giants. And the Giants still had 20 more guys with injury designations than the Eagles. That one of the, I wonder if that was one of the things that kept saying, because kept had Saquon going to help going to the. There was many things, obviously, the offensive line, He's from, I guess, he went to school at Penn State, obviously, and all of that. But I was kind of wondering if that had anything to do with it. Now, the thing is that what Mr. Maurer was talking about was that, he was, it's almost impossible to have, because when the Giants had grass from 2001 to 2002, or was it 2000 to 2003, one of those two, the grass just did not do very well. That natural grass just did not do very well because there was always somebody playing. Like sometimes you had maybe two teams playing, or the Giants and Jets played on the same week. Right? It was always getting chewed up, and it never gave a good chance to repair itself and all that. So there was always that problem. And Mr. Maurer was kind of talking about, maybe sometime maybe getting maybe grass, but it'd have to be, it can't be trying to put grass in a two-team stadium. It's very, very difficult. Now, where the Philadelphia plays, right? They're the only professional team that plays there, right? Maybe there's if there's ever a point in time, maybe where the Giants and Jets get their separate stadiums, right? Maybe, they can get grass going back in there again. Grass is cheaper to grow, right? But it's more costly, obviously, to maintain than artificial turf. The artificial turf, it's the big bucks initially, but after that, it's not that much to upkeep on it. But, the mowing of the grass, the fertilizer, the watering of the grass, that adds up. But, how can you go in every year? You know how many injuries you're going to get. Just about. Look at the past. What do you think? Next year's going to be better? Are you kidding me? Are you that stupid? You guaranteed 25 to 30 guys on injury reserve next year. Guaranteed. Look at the history. We're going to have 50 to 60 guys with injury designations next season. Guaranteed. Look at the history. What do you think? Things are going to get better? How are you supposed to try to win a Super Bowl when like 55 guys get injury designation? That's a whole team injury designation. Meanwhile, Philadelphia plays 21 games and they only got like 30 guys with injury designations. We play 17 and we have 55 to 60 guys with injury designation. It's crazy. Simply crazy. It really is.